the nation and its citizens. Moving on, in other news, is Kakamega Governor Wycliffe Oparanya on his way out of ODM? Well, that is the question tonight after it emerged that he held a 9-hour meeting with Deputy President William Ruto in Narok County, a meeting whose details remain a top secret. The Ruto-Oparanya meeting coming a day after a team of ODM top leadership met with a host of other political leaders to craft a new alliance following a fallout in NASA. The big question, is Oparanya out to join forces with the DP Ruto, or was he on a mission to broker a deal between Ruto and Raila Odinga? Here is Duncan Hayamba with that report.
Images of Deputy President William Ruto and Kakamega Governor Wycliffe Oparanya are the latest smoke signals of political alliances in the offing as 2022 presidential succession race picks momentum. On Wednesday, Ruto, Oparanya, former cabinet secretaries Mwangi Kiunjuri and Rashid Echesa, together with Narok West Member of Parliament Gabriel Tongoyo, met at Ruto's farm in Kilgoris and later a night-long meeting in the Masai Mara Game Reserve. A meeting that has left many guessing the mission or purpose. Was Kakamega Governor Raila confident meeting DP Ruto as an Odinga emissary to negotiate political terms, or is he on his way out of ODM? A few days ago, Governor Oparanya broke ranks with party leader Raila Odinga by opposing BBI referendum push, which he had been part and parcel from inception, but now speaking DP Ruto's language.
I don't think with the dates we have, it is going to be tenable.
The Ruto-Oparanya meeting taking place a day after Odinga trusted political foot soldiers held a marathon meeting with the new allies ODM seems to be courting after Odinga was locked out of the One Kenya alliance by former allies Musalia Mudavadi, Kalonzo Musyoka and Moses Wetangula, a meeting that Oparanya and his Mombasa counterpart Hassan Joho were not invited to. Just like last week when Raila convened a top leadership meeting at his current home where his two deputies were not invited. Sources have confirmed Odinga is assembling a new political tag team.
Mukisa Kitu is an ally of Raila. They are working closely together. And we have other people like Wamunyinyi. We have other allies like Ngilu. We have other allies like Kibuda Kiwana. We have others like the governor of Machako. So,
political analysts say the season for political realignments is here.
It's never too late to or too early to create formations. In the form of politics, you will always see accelerated activities towards an election year. Obviously, from where we sit, I would imagine that these formations would continue in this particular manner until the formations that get to the election time come into play. And we've seen this in the past years, the past election cycles.
When that time comes, there are no holds barred. All the politicians are going to talk to one another. And one of the things that we must not forget is that these things are happening in the wake of the emergence of what is called the One Kenya Alliance. Yes. And that One Kenya Alliance gives the impression that it has got the blessings of the president. And depending on whatever compact it is that obtains between the president and Raila Odinga, he would naturally be disturbed.
People like Oparanya, yes. We keep on meeting. Mama Ngilu, we chat, and Raila Odinga talks with her.
As for how long they will hold is another matter.
When we have such containment measures as the ones that are obtaining now, and these are not going to be the final ones, whenever the disease trend goes up, you will see containment measures coming. Those containment measures will not be limited only, or their impact will not only be to positively address the issue of the disease, but they will have an impact on politicians who rely rallies, on political gatherings in huge numbers to pass across a message. So if you can't do that, then people start making their own interpretations. Now, those politicians who are more stronger in boardroom politics, those politicians who are more solid in door-to-door engagements would emerge more winners into this.
The president has completely antagonized the deputy president. He cannot afford to open a different war front with the former prime minister. Automatically, again, despite the perception that the former prime minister and the deputy president seem not to be on the same side, remember in politics, your enemy is my enemy. So the moment our interests seem to be similar, nothing stops the two from working together. And that will present a nightmare to the president's agenda to finish with legacy and the whole thing about BBI.
Raila Odinga has maintained he will only discuss about 2022 politics after BBI referendum. Raila Odinga has maintained he will only discuss about 2022 politics after BBI referendum, but on the other hand, his think tanks are busy crafting new political marriages. Duncan Hemba, KTN News.
Apologize for that in the story by Hayamba there, but definitely one of the stories that will make conversation for us on